all your vehicle needs. 1D's Tire Shop, located on the Maurice Bishop Highway, provides tire change, car wash, vehicle balancing, brake and oil change, inspection services, and tire pressure gauge instant reading. They also stock brand new and English used tires, Ovation brand, ranging from as low as $150, as well as great deals to suit your budget. They deliver the total car care and quality service to customers. Contact them on 458-1614 or 406-3355. They're open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. daily, including weekends. Stop in with your car troubles and leave with your car superbly maintained. 1D's Tire Shop. Excellent service while beating any prices.
For all your shopping needs this Christmas, Q Babies, located on Yonge Street, St. George's, is your one-stop shopping center. New arrivals, gifts, toys, and much more. Q Babies cater for newborn to toddlers. We offer a complete line of furniture and accessories for daycares, books, games, school bags, and stationaries. We can be contacted on 235-3500. Check us out today.
All businesses start small and grow into successful corporations. With a strong team, you can have a strong business. Protect the employees that stand by you with Beacon's Be Better Group Health Plan. It's a customizable and affordable health plan for smaller businesses that offers many of the benefits of a large corporate plan. Call us at 440-4447 or log on to beacon.co.tt for more info today.
This is MTV News for Wednesday, the 5th of January. And coming up this evening, partial collapse of River Road won't affect phases 3 and 4 of the St. John's River project, according to contractors. Teachers Union maintaining that the full reopening of school puts teachers and students at risk. And over on the Sister Isle of Carriacou, Bishop's College celebrating its 58th anniversary. Also coming up this evening in sport, the Ministry of Sport prepares to roll out plans and programs for athletics in 2022. We'll have details to those and other stories coming up for you right after the break, along with the public forecast information. Stay with us.
Introducing the Grenlec mobile app. You can now get your bill balance and easily track energy usage for your home or business. Report and receive alerts about power outages. Plus, stay up to date by receiving the latest notifications. Yes, the Grenlec app keeps you connected anytime, anywhere.
The first segment of MTV News is brought to you in association with GUT Cooperative Credit Union. It's where you belong.
You have been waiting on it all year. Now, it's your chance to make this Christmas better than ever. Get the extra cash you need with a Make This Christmas Better loan from the GUT Credit Union. Get up to $50,000 to celebrate your Christmas and make your holiday dreams come true. Home improvements, new furniture, a vehicle, debt consolidation, or even a vacation. We can help you get there. Yes, you can. Make this Christmas better with the GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
Good evening. Tony Julian with the details. Traffic was diverted today in St. George after a portion of the road in the River Road area collapsed. The situation appears to be a minor setback for contractors working on the St. John's River flood mitigation project in the area. According to Desmond John, project manager for phases 3 and 4, this should not disturb the completion timeline put in place, which is within the first quarter of the year. But let's get more on it from Donella Houston.
Motorists traversing the River Road area will be subject to use alternative routes, as there has been some damage to part of the road where work is being done under the St. John's River flood mitigation project. MTV spoke to Desmond John, project manager for phases 3 and 4 of the project, who said they noticed the damage yesterday evening, and although they knew the road would fail eventually, they still tried to work cautiously around the area.
We saw evidence that there was some movement in the road right in the area where we have to be excavating in the river to build our retaining wall. We knew that it would be inevitable that road would fail at some time, but we tried to work cautiously and trying to keep it open as long as we could.
With this damage, John said they were forced to close the road to vehicular traffic.
As a result of that, we have to close that road for the safety of all motorists and the workers. We have to close that road off. It's only from the steel bridge to where we refer to as a concern shop. The road will be open from the cemetery side by Keepless all the way up to the River Road supermarket and to the River Road supermarket and the post office area.
He says they will try to work on this with some alacrity, but he cannot yet give a deadline. However, he does not see this affecting their completion deadline within the first quarter of this year.
Deadline for completion of the works we're executing right now, it remains the same, which will be finished in the first quarter of this year. We will have an independent crew. We'll bring in additional equipment, and we will run that project where the road has failed independently and aggressively to try and resolve that as soon as possible.
Special thanks were sent out to the traffic department for working on such short notice. Reporting for MTV News, I am Donella Hostin.
Speaking on the situation in River Road, Minister of Infrastructure Senator Nolan Cox said closure of the road was expected at some point during the project, but safety is critical at this time.
In terms of our planning, the road would have had to be closed at some point in time. So this is not really anything surprising to us. The area that is being affected, that is the area that has to be pulled out. Those are the unstable walls. And so it's just because of the work that is going on there, and it's happening so quickly that you start having some movement because of the traffic. We also would have, in preparation for that, would have done bypass road going up to Mount Rush. So that once we close off there, persons can traverse to that area. So we expected it, we expected the closure, but in terms of the progress that is taking place in terms of the movement of the road, it happened a little sooner than we anticipated.
As a result of the road closure, head of the Traffic Department, Superintendent Randy Connaught, has outlined the alternative routes for motorists.
Public safety definitely had to be taken into account, and as a result, immediate action was warranted. So what we have since done is to close off that section of road from the Humbag Bridge on River Road end and also up at the Deco end with the intersection with Motley Hill. Now, I must say that it poses a bit of inconvenience to the motoring public, but all that was done was considered on the risk of personal safety and personal injury to individuals if such action was not taken. And definitely, we had to provide an enabling environment for work to continue in that area so that the necessary remedial action that was required can be undertaken in a safe environment. We have since made alternative traffic arrangements, so persons traveling to and from the town of St. George has an option. They can travel over the Maras Hill area and also through the Mount Rush Public Road. What we do advise, and we strongly advise, is that persons and motorists pay particular attention because that particular strip of road going over to the Mount Rush area also service the road that takes you to the gravel and concrete emulsion plant where the gravel aggregates are being sourced. So we do expect quite a large volume of traffic traversing in that area, and it is also considered as a truck route. So we do appeal to the motoring public to be extremely cautious when traveling along those areas.
In another development this evening, President of the Grenada Union of Teachers, GUT, says the decision to fully reopen schools is not the most feasible option at this time, given the rapid increase in COVID-19 cases, which places both teachers and students at risk. Jude Bartholomew spoke to MTV's Troy Gill earlier today.
In relationship with this situation and this trend with the upsurge in the COVID-19 situation there with the new variant, we think it is very, very dangerous and it doesn't make sense. As much as parents and the Ministry of Education and everybody would like to see their children in school face-to-face, we understand the difficulty that persons are facing, children and parents, the frustration with online learning. But if that's the best that we can do for the time being, one would have to take into consideration going back to school in full face-to-face.
That was President of the Grenada Union of Teachers, Jude Bartholomew, weighing in on the decision by the Ministry of Health and Education officials to resume face-to-face classes in full capacity on Monday. Initially, the Ministry of Education took the decision that only students in exit grades should return to the classroom for the first week of the new school term. However, the decision for a full return was made due to concerns that a significant percentage of students are unable to access classes online. According to Bartholomew, he is not satisfied that schools are adequately prepared to minimize the risk of infection.
The classroom space, you're talking about social distancing. Are we going to get rid of the social distancing, the 6 feet physical distance, because we want to accommodate the children in school? That would be a recipe for disaster. You look at the size of some of the schools in Grenada, they are small, you have limited space, you have children sharing furniture, desks, and even chairs and such like that. So we do not have all the adequate facilities. The Ministry of Education will have talk about providing sinks and such for persons for drinking water and all those outside facilities. In many of the schools or most of the schools, these things are not provided.
Bartholomew says adopting a blended approach is the most favorable option at this time.
So we think that we have to tread cautiously, slowly. We have the exit classes going down. Yes, even from probably the Grenada Union of Teachers, probably some sort of rotation or everything like that. But in that circumstances and situation, probably the best medium and avenue for teaching and learning now is online.
In a recent interview with MTV News, Chief Education Officer at the Ministry of Education, Angela Finley, stated that schools are prepared to facilitate the full return of students to the classroom. However, although the wearing of masks will be encouraged, the 6 feet physical distancing will not be required, except during recess. For MTV News, I am Troy Gill.
With the closure of schools at various times during the pandemic, many students were not able to benefit from the school feeding program. However, one education official confirms that the full return of students to school on Monday will ensure that at least one hot meal is provided for those who are most vulnerable.
With the anticipated full return of students back to the classroom on Monday, Chief Education Officer in the Ministry of Education, Angela Finley, in a recent interview with MTV News, concluded that students with special needs who are in the most vulnerable grouping will once again benefit from the school feeding program.
We do have a national school feeding program where all students, vulnerable students in schools are afforded the opportunity to have at least one hot meal a day. Some are able to get breakfast and programs due to added support from corporate citizens and other, well-wishers and so forth. Some schools have a small breakfast program in place.
She says the return of students to school will guarantee students at least one hot meal, as there are no assurances that some students are receiving adequate meals while at home.
Some children at home, they are challenged to have adequate meals every day, even though the government has been making available all the funds that normally go to those special groups of students to support transport. They were getting the transportation allowance still, which means some added funds to be utilized for meals since they were not actually traveling to school. But for whatever reason, the number of priorities that exist in some homes, the monies would be spent otherwise. So getting them back to school also allows for those challenged students, those most vulnerable students, to have access to at least one proper meal a day.
The meals are provided at a very minimal cost to the beneficiaries, she said, through the program and other social development initiatives.
But the Ministry of Education provides for one hot meal a day to every student, okay, at very minimal cost. Yes, some get it through a subvention, and others they pay the minimal cost, which is also supported through the SEED program and other interventions through the Ministry of Social Development.
According to reports, the National School Feeding Program aims to ensure that all preschool, primary, and secondary school students who are from a socio-economically disadvantaged background receive a nutritionally adequate meal daily. However, some students were unable to benefit given the blended approach prior to the announcement for the full reopening of schools. For MTV News, I am Troy Gill.
Meanwhile, opposition leader Tobias Clement says a sharp increase in COVID-19 cases in the country and government's decision to resume face-to-face learning is a serious concern for him. Mr. Clement told MTV News a full reopening of schools is a bad decision by government.
Opposition leader Tobias Clement is against the reopening of schools on Monday due to the overwhelming number of COVID-19 cases in the country. The ministry announced that schools will reopen to full capacity on Monday 10th. However, Clement says this is a recipe for disaster.
I think there was an announcement that school will open. I think public schools will open in general on Monday. Everybody back to school. And I think that is, to me, that is a rush judgment, very rush. COVID is very fluid. And if the Minister of Education making such a statement, she should make a statement that is also fluid in nature. Because by Monday, you may not know what the situation is. Personally, under these conditions now, as COVID-19 continue to rise in Grenada, I would not send my child to school.
During Tuesday's post-cabinet briefing, Acting Chief Medical Officer Dr. Sean Charles said suspending face-to-face learning indefinitely can continue to negatively impact students. However, Clement says the government should revisit what worked for the country before and apply the same policy.
Some restrictions may have to be put back in place because at the end of the day, you might say we're protecting lives and we're protecting livelihood. But then if there is in our country where all restrictions and regulations are removed, then you do it because of livelihood, but there may not be life to enjoy the livelihood that you're in. And so that approach should be taken. It should be measured and not using words carelessly as to learn to live with it and it's like open season for all. And
Clement believes that one of the greatest casualties of COVID-19 is the education system.
And then one of the greatest failures that I see in terms of COVID is in our education system. You know, I am still troubled, very much so, that the Minister of Education mentioned that at least 50% of our children was not engaged at all during COVID.
Nikita Houston, MTV News.
MTV News Wednesday was still to come. A St. David family continuing a search for a father who went fishing on the 12th of December and has not returned home. We'll have details to that and other stories right after the break. Stay with us.
The first segment of MTV News was brought to you in association with GUT Cooperative Credit Union. It's where you belong.
You have been waiting on it all year. Now, it's your chance to make this Christmas better than ever. Get the extra cash you need with a Make This Christmas Better loan from the GUT Credit Union. Get up to $50,000 to celebrate your Christmas and make your holiday dreams come true. Home improvements, new furniture, a vehicle, debt consolidation, or even a vacation. We can help you get there. Yes, you can. Make this Christmas better with the GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
Win more with the NLA's Daily Cash 4 every day with more plays and bigger prizes to be won. It's a 4-digit game with all the bet types you already know and much, much more. From 0000 to 9999. Choose your 4 numbers and place your bet from 11 different bet types. Choose from inline, 4 different mixes, first 3, last 3, and 4 different backup options too. Best of all, it starts at just $1, except for backups, which starts at $2. Win as much as $5,000 with a $1 inline bet and as much as $6,200 in a $2 backup bet. Imagine $50,000 for a winning $10 inline bet. There's definitely more to win with the Daily Cash 4. More plays, bigger prizes. Twice per day, Mondays to Saturdays. Must be 18 and over to participate. NLA, making your dreams come true while supporting sports, culture, and nation building.
When a loved one passes on, we all need the comfort, support, and guidance of a trusted friend. You can rely on LaCour Brothers Funeral Home. We provide a personalized professional service that exceeds all expectations. Our dedicated staff responds to your every need with the greatest detail, ensuring affordability with a variety of options. Our upgraded state-of-the-art facilities, spacious air-conditioned chapel with live internet streaming, a modern, environmentally safe crematorium, the only of its kind on island, private viewing spaces, large on-site repast center, a modern transportation fleet. Join our burial society today and make personalized arrangements for that final moment. As you prepare to enter your loved one into eternal rest, visit or call LaCour Brothers Funeral Home and select a package that brings added comfort to the entire family. LaCour Brothers Funeral Home and Burial Society, continuing a tradition of excellence.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
You want a hand sanitizer to do 3 things: kill germs, be gentle, and to go where you go. You can get all of that in our hand sanitizer. Hard on germs, gentle on hands, affordable. Remember, hand sanitizers contain alcohol. Keep away from heat and flames and avoid contact with eyes. Available at retailers island-wide.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
The second segment of MTV News is brought to you in association with the Communal Cooperative Credit Union. To grow with us, save with us.
Gifts of love with dread, bringing love for you this year. Communion showing that we care, with gifts of love with dread.
We're bringing you gifts of love with cheer at the Communal. This Christmas, we are your Santa. It's all about sharing the warmth of this season with those you love. Get in on this special loan, taking advantage of great interest rates with no principal payments until January 2022. Share the gift of love. Make it a merrier Christmas with the Communal. Exciting prizes for members throughout the promotion. For we are your Santa this Christmas. Offer ends January 31st, 2022. Lending terms and conditions apply.
Communion showing that we care, with gifts of love with dread.
Welcome back. Well, for other news, we now go to the Sister Isle of Carriacou, where the Bishop's College is celebrating 58 years of serving the nation's children. Donella Hostin spoke with Ms. Indra Scott, acting principal of that school, who highlighted a few of the achievements made over the years.
Bishop's College in Carriacou, an institute well known for its educational successes over the years, is celebrating its 58th anniversary this year. According to acting principal of the school, Indra Scott, this is indeed a milestone for them. And although they were not able to do certain activities due to COVID restrictions, they do plan to have a number of virtual events throughout the year.
We normally don't celebrate only the day of the anniversary. It is the 58th anniversary, and of course we have the entire 12 months in the year to do activities to highlight our 58th anniversary. Some of the activities would include virtual church services for now, and whatever activities we can do, we will be most likely doing them virtually, given the situation that we are in now.
Scott praised the school's performances over time, highlighting just a few of their achievements.
In the past, Bishop's College received the La Granada Shield. We also received the Mauricio Cup. Bishop's College would have trophies for winning almost every national debate that there were, including the Grand Lake debate. We would have been into the finals more than 3 times already for the Grand Lake debate in recent times. These are some of the areas.
She noted that their students are known for their top-level performances, and they will continue to ensure their students are successful going forward.
Yeah, our school aims to always have an 80% or more at pass rate at the CXC level. And in recent years, we've been surpassing that. Our highest would have been 90% in recent years, and we consider ourselves as a top-performing school, consistently top-performing school.
Reporting for MTV News, I am Donella Hostin.
One family in St. David says that they are not giving up just yet on finding their father, who went missing around the 12th of December after he went out fishing at Galby Point. They say they continue to carry out searches and that they're hoping they'll be able to at least find his body.
The family of 72-year-old Cuthbert John has still not given up hopes on finding their father, or at least his body, to provide him with a proper burial. John was said to have gone fishing out at Galby Point in St. David on December 12, 2021, and never returned. But according to one of his sons, Winston John, they continue their searches up to as recently as over the New Year weekend. Winston told the MTV News desk they have some strong suspicions which led them to search at a certain point in the area, where they went with their dog. However, due to the rough waters, they were unable to get much done. He noted that the family is not giving up just yet because they believe he may be out there somewhere. No further details have been provided by the police on this matter. This is the second elderly male to have gone missing in the latter months of 2021 and are still yet to be found. Reporting for MTV News, I am Donella Hostin.
Fewer crimes were committed on the island last year when compared with 2020. Officials say that there was a significant reduction in areas including murder, possession of illegal drugs, and rape. As we hear in this report, the Royal Grenada Police Force is reporting an increase in its crime-solving rate for 2021. Here's Nikita Holston.
2021 was a successful year for the RGPF compared to 2020. Based on statistics presented according to Corporal of Police, Kadina Douglas McLean, the crime rate fell by 3% in 2021.
I will describe our entire year 2021 as a very successful year. 3% reduction in crime, reported crimes, is a very significant number, a significant figure for us, and as an organization, as men and women of the RGPF, it is indeed something that we should be proud of, notwithstanding the fact that we may want to see a higher reduction in overall crimes, not just reported crimes, but crimes on a whole, we do appreciate the fact that we have noted a significant increase of 30%.
The RGPF is boasting of solving over 10,000 of more than 13,000 reported crimes in 2021.
For the period under review, 2021, a total of 13,888 crimes were reported when compared to the previous year, where we had 14,276 offenses. And of the 13,888 reported crimes, we've had a solving amount of 10,929 crimes. So that is where the figure we're tracking, for the 3% by the close of year in terms of all our reported offenses for the period under review.
Douglas McLean revealed that the reduction in crime rate was recorded in 28 categories, including murder, possession of illegal drugs, and cases of rape.
So in terms of some of the areas that stands out for major reductions are murder, threatening language. We've had some issues in that area, and we're happy to report a 10.5% reduction in these offenses. Burglary as well, housebreaking, stealing by reason of employment, larceny, another very sensitive area for us as well. We've noted a significant reduction, 17.5%. Also, robbery with violence, it recorded a reduction of 26.1%. Possession of marijuana as well, illegal drugs, it carried a reduction of 38.7%. Also recorded a decrease in reported offenses of rape for the period. We see here 18.2%, a contraction recorded in that area.
Nikita Hostin, MTV News.
The question of travelers coming into Grenada after testing positive for COVID-19 continuously arises. According to Acting Chief Medical Officer Dr. Sean Charles, someone who has to travel to Grenada after testing positive must provide proof of recovery.
You must produce evidence that you have recovered. And this evidence include, you must present the positive test, all right, on a sample taken no more than 90 days before arriving in Grenada. So it's not like you tested positive in June last year and you can just come into Grenada without any. No, it cannot be more than 90 days. Because beyond that, you get a positive test. We'll consider there's the potential that you might have been reinfected with another variant.
Dr. Charles explained what is needed for entry into the country.
So you need to work with these three items. You recently had COVID, you're traveling in, all right? You must work with the original positive test, a letter from your healthcare provider stating that you have cleared, and a negative antigen test taken within a day.
For anyone else traveling, they are required to provide a negative PCR test within 72 hours. The MTV News Wednesday still ahead. We'll have Health-Wise and the regional roundup and sporting highlights. Stay with us.
The second segment of MTV News was brought to you in association with the Communal Cooperative Credit Union. To grow with us, save with us.
Gifts of love with dread, bringing love for you this year. Communion showing that we care, with gifts of love with dread.
We're bringing you gifts of love with cheer at the communal. This Christmas, we are your Santa. It's all about sharing the warmth of this season with those you love. Get in on this special loan, taking advantage of great interest rates with no principal payments until January 2022. Share the gift of love. Make it a merrier Christmas with the communal. Exciting prizes for members throughout the promotion. For we are your Santa this Christmas. Offer ends January 31st, 2022. Lending terms and conditions apply.
Communion showing that we care. With gifts of love with joy.
More jackpot money, more reasons to play this game. More money for way. Super 6 a bigger jackpot game.
Now you love Super 6 even more.
With more money to the jackpot galore.
Play more, win more.
Have more fun. With more jackpot money, Super 6 is my number one.
With the new and improved Super 6 game.
The jackpot keep growing and growing and growing.
More jackpot money, more reasons to play this game. More money for way. Super 6 a bigger jackpot game. Super 6, bigger jackpots, more chances to win.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
You want a hand sanitizer to do three things: kill germs, be gentle, and to go where you go. You can get all of that in our hand sanitizer. Hard on germs, gentle on hands, affordable. Remember, hand sanitizers contain alcohol. Keep away from heat and flames and avoid contact with eyes. Available at retailers island-wide.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
Tired of car troubles, high upkeep charges, and unprofessional work? Well, I know a place that can meet all your vehicle needs. 1D's Tire Shop, located on the Maurice Bishop Highway, provides tire change, car wash, vehicle balancing, brake and oil change, inspection services, and tire pressure gauge instant reading. They also stock brand new and English used tires, Ovation brand, ranging from as low as $150, as well as great deals to suit your budget. They deliver the total car care and quality service to customers. Contact them on 458-1614 or 406-3355. They're open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. daily, including weekends. Stop in with your car troubles and leave with your car superbly maintained. 1D's Tire Shop. Excellent service while beating any prices.
I wish. Don't just wish. Wish upon a star this Christmas in the Star Mall's Christmas promotion. It's back, and this time you have a chance to win a grand prize of $5,000 cash. Win up to $20,000 in cash and prizes throughout December, just in time for Christmas. Merry Christmas! So, to have your chance, purchase your Star Malt with the red crown. There's 4 red crowns in an envelope. Include your name, address, and telephone number, and drop in marked entry boxes island-wide. But you must be drinking Star Malt to win. Easy, right? To know if you're a lucky winner, see our Facebook page or tune in to your favorite radio station. So enter the Star Malt Wish Upon a Star promotion and win. Prizes are redeemable from the Carib Brewery Grenada Limited main office. Terms and conditions apply.
Health-wise, and MTV News comes to you compliments Sunrise Diagnostic Center.
Need quality medical service, professional and warm laboratory experience? Tired of waiting days for your lab results to make diagnosis? You have found your solution at Sunrise Diagnostic Center, located at Unit Number 9, New NIS Building, Melville Street, St. George's, and Canal Road, Grenville, St. Andrew, in the hub of the town, catering to your medical needs. Private, accurate, and confidential laboratory service with same-day results. Walk in or schedule your ultrasound with results with 24 to 48 hours. Our opening hours in St. George's are Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. On Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. And on Canal Road, Mondays to Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. And on Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Open on Sundays and public holidays for emergency calls only. 24-hour on-call service is available for emergency laboratory purposes. We meet you where you are, home or office. Special group rates are available. For more information, you can contact us today.
Welcome back, and for today's Health-Wise segment, we're speaking with medical practitioner and public health specialist Dr. Francis Martin on the importance of consulting one's physician before embarking on a diet, as is customary for many individuals at the beginning of the new year. And that's especially for individuals who have or are prone to developing chronic non-communicable diseases.
On a general sense, the ideology of diets has had different reviews across the world. From broadly within the medical field, we don't really recommend diets per se, but we understand there are certain circumstances where a particular diet is needed. Generally, we recommend that people eat a balanced diet. But if there are people who have things like kidney failure or certain types of disease, a special diet may be required for them. But for all intents and purposes, diets to a large extent doesn't really work. As a matter of fact, the nutritionist and the nutrition fraternity describe these things called yo-yo diet, which is people go on a diet to achieve a certain outcome, and after they go back on the normal diet, then their body returns to worse than where they were before. So diet is something that we don't really like people to do per se, but that you must eat a balanced diet. But that being said, if people are interested in a special physical outcome or physiological outcome, the very first thing is to speak to your physician so that your doctor can recommend to you what is the best option if you so desire. For people who use the gym, for example, there is a specific diet that they should, a recommended diet that should use high in protein and so on, and that is necessary for them. People who are prone to chronic non-communicable diseases, the diet must include lots of fruits and vegetables, and not much of the refined processed, refined sugars. And so that's the general guideline that we give for people who are of non-communicable disease. The sugars that you really should cut off from your diet is the refined sugars. That's the one you really should cut off. And to put it simple, refined sugars is all the sugars that took a boat and a plane to come here. That's refined sugars, and leave it as that. Okay, everything else. Cutting off salt from your diet again, while that is a very good general practice, one has to be careful about cutting out all salts from their diets, because your body actually needs salt to function. Your sodium chloride, you need that to function. But of course, if you use too much salt, then that puts your kidneys under a lot of pressure. It causes your blood pressure to go up as well. So again, while I recommend general cutting down of salt and cutting off of all refined sugars, you still need a little bit of salt to for your body to function, and you still need a bit of sugar for your body to function adequately.
MTV News with Still Ahead Regional Roundup, and we will find from the region unions in Trinidad continuing to call for consultation with government over vaccine mandate policy. We'll also have the latest sporting highlights for you, so stay with us.
Health-Wise at MTV News came to you compliments Sunrise Diagnostic Center.
Need quality medical service, professional and warm laboratory experience? Tired of waiting days for your lab results to make diagnosis? You have found your solution at Sunrise Diagnostic Center. located at Unit Number 9, New NIS Building, Melville Street, St. George's, and Canal Road, Grenville, St. Andrew, in the hub of the town, catering to your medical needs. Private, accurate, and confidential laboratory service with same-day results. Walk in or schedule your ultrasound with results with 24 to 48 hours. Our opening hours in St. George's are Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. On Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. And on Canal Road, Mondays to Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. And on Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Open on Sundays and public holidays for emergency calls only. 24-hour on-call service is available for emergency laboratory purposes. We meet you where you are, home or office. Special group rates are available. For more information, you can contact us today.
The third segment of MTV News is brought to you in association with Arizo Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future.
January 1947 saw the dawn of a new day, the birth of the Grenada Civil Service Credit Union, later renamed the Grenada Public Service Cooperative Credit Union Limited, and more recently, Arizo. Arizo is extremely proud to be celebrating this significant milestone. But this would not have been possible without you. And this is why we are inviting you to celebrate with us as we celebrate 75 years of transforming lives. Stay tuned to our social media platforms and our local media houses to learn more of the activities and events that we have in store for you. As we celebrate this journey, we thank all our stalwarts for their valued contributions in bringing us to where we are today. We look forward to serving you for many more years. Let's celebrate 75 years of transforming lives.
Welcome back. It's now time for the Regional Roundup with Clifton James.
Good evening with tonight's MTV Regional Roundup. I am Clifton James. The Joint Trade Union Movement, JTUM, in Trinidad and Tobago is calling for more consultation with the government over its vaccination mandates for public sector workers. President of the union, Ansel Roger, is also calling on workers to show up to their jobs come mid-January, despite the government's insistence that they should be vaccinated against COVID-19.
No worker is obligated to give any response with regard to his or her vaccination status. You are not required to do that within your terms and conditions of employment, within your various collective agreements. And therefore, stand your ground that that is your personal record and do not assist them to fire you or to get rid of you from the job.
Mr. Roger says government has not heeded their call to remove the deadline for the implementation of its policy.
That the Attorney General has not responded to us, responded to our letter, responded to the last meeting that we had. Instead, he's out in the press and so on. And that instead of responding to us, he is misrepresenting and has misrepresented our views and our articulation. And that he is leading the charge in the government to deconstruct the very industrial court where all of these matters will be headed.
The Attorney General, Faris Alwari, says the union has not presented any alternatives to the government's vaccination policy. In St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Anna Mae Lewis charged last August with wounding Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves during an anti-mandatory vaccination protest, appeared in court Tuesday on a charge of throwing a missile in the city. The charge of wounding Gonsalves was withdrawn last year, but Lewis, a vendor, was slapped with a charge that on August the 5th last year at Kingstown, in a public place, she threw missiles to the danger of people who were present. According to a CMC report on Tuesday, the case was adjourned to February the 9th after the Kingstown Magistrate Court was told that the key prosecution witness was under quarantine. In Jamaica, from next Monday, some students will be riding the train to school. Under the initiative, the rail service will transport students from Old Harbour and Linstead to Spanish Town. The Jamaica Urban Transit Company, JUTC, will then pick up and drop off students at the various schools in Spanish Town. The Back on Track school train service is a partnership involving the Ministry of Transport, the Ministry of Education, the Jamaica Railway Corporation, JUTC, and the Jamaica Constabulary Force. It is expected to provide safe and cost-effective transportation for children who depend on the public transport system for travel. Clifton James, MTV Regional Roundup.
And we'll have more news coming up for you for this Wednesday evening after the break.
The third segment of MTV News was brought to you in association with Ariza Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future.
January 1947 saw the dawn of a new day, the birth of the Grenada Civil Service Credit Union, later renamed the Grenada Public Service Cooperative Credit Union Limited, and more recently, Ariza. Ariza is extremely proud to be celebrating this significant milestone. But this would not have been possible without you. And this is why we are inviting you to celebrate with us as we celebrate 75 years of transforming lives. Stay tuned to our social media platforms and our local media houses to learn more of the activities and events that we have in store for you. As we celebrate this journey, we thank all our stalwarts for their valued contributions in bringing us to where we are today. We look forward to serving you for many more years. Let's celebrate 75 years of transforming lives.
And we'll have more news coming up for you for this Wednesday evening after the break.
Win more with the NLA's Daily Cash 4 every day with more plays and bigger prizes to be won. It's a 4-digit game with all the bet types you already know and much, much more. From 0000 to 9999. Choose your 4 numbers and place your bet from 11 different bet types. Choose from inline, 4 different mixes, first 3, last 3, and 4 different backup options too. Best of all, it starts at just $1, except for backups, which starts at $2. Win as much as $5,000 with a $1 inline bet and as much as $6,200 in a $2 backup bet. Imagine $50,000 for a winning $10 inline bet. There's definitely more to win with the Daily Cash 4. More plays, bigger prizes. Twice per day, Mondays to Saturdays. Must be 18 and over to participate. NLA, making your dreams come true while supporting sports, culture, and nation building.
Dear customer, please help us limit the potential impact of COVID-19. If you have cold, flu, or COVID-19 symptoms, please postpone your visit to Grenlec. We recommend using online banking to make payments, available through Co-op Bank, Republic Bank, and FCIB. You can also use check drop boxes at each of our locations. For bill balances and other information, call 237. For additional support, email customersupport@grenlec.com.
Holy natural spring water is a water for every occasion. On the field of sports, at your workplace, just open the bottle and savor the pure, refreshing taste. Holy natural spring water is produced in Mama Can St. Andrews and is available in all sizes nationwide. To order, telephone 444-7654 or 533-7654. Holy natural spring water, Grenada's purest bottled water.
And coming up in sport, organizers of Carifta Games in Jamaica revise plans. Stay with us for details on that and more.
Man. My name is Hollis Map. I perform around the world. And when I travel, I book with CaribJet.
Call CaribJet now. 100% Grenadian, operating 10 years plus.
Telephone number 439-4444 in Grenada or click caribjet.com. CaribJet, True Blue St. George's, the number one for travel.
And now we'll have the latest sporting highlights.
Good evening. We begin with a bit of football news. Grenadian international forward Jamal Ray Charles has signed a one-year contract for CD Real Sociedad in Honduras. The 26-year-old already played for the club in season 2020 and 2021, scoring 8 goals in 25 games. He was playing for the Grenadian club Paradise FC. We wish Jamal all the best. Sports officials here at home are keeping a close eye on the COVID-19 situation as they plan events for the year. Coordinator of Sports, Cullen Peters, has been sharing some of these plans and elite programs that target athletes. Peters says the aim is to rebuild sports from the bottom and to rebuild stronger.
We haven't had Intercol for the last 3 years and more, and we're looking forward to getting back that sports up and going. What we're also looking at giving the primary school the support so that we can continue with some of this primary school track and field meet, the inter-form meet, the inter-house meet, the inter-parish meet, the zonal meet. We have seen the Grenada Track and Field Association, Athletics Association, were able to host the first mini meet last 2 weeks, and this is the way forward. And we want to give that support, both technically and to make sure that the meet continue and happen so that some of the sports meet can happen in 2022. I heard you asked about the elite program. We must say we had some very good results for the first 2 years of the elite program. If you look now, you see Teddy Bishop, a part of the West Indies team playing right now. He's a member of the elite program, cricket program. He's under Junior Murray, with manager. And
Peter says despite COVID-19, 2021 was very good for sports in Grenada. He highlighted some of the achievements.
One was very good for sports. If you look at very early, we had started with some international event. We host the South Africa team here in Grenada on a short notice against West Indies. We were able to have the cricket, the Dream 11 team. We started here for the first year. So it was, we also had in football, we had some international events. We had St. Vincent using here as the home ground for the football tournament, like to play against Cuba. I must say that we look at some association which I want to thank and see that they have done very well in continuing the sports at all the different levels. And if you look at the Football Association, Grenada Football Association, most salute to them and the president. They were able to have all football at all levels that help complement and strengthen the program that we were able to have in the primary and the secondary schools. And not only locally, you were able to get players to travel to represent the country. So it's look good. You look at cricket, and we were able to have through the Cricket Association with support from our coaches. We were able to have the different levels, the parish competition, which is good. For at all levels, we were able to have national team. I say we had the Dreamy level 11. So we're looking to assist some way forward to assist some of the smaller association. I must say smaller in the sense because they were able to have any competition this year, and I'm speaking that will give additional support to the Netball Association.
Still with athletics, chairman of the organizing committee for the 2022 Caribbean Games in Jamaica, Mike Fennell, has admitted that the recent decisions barring spectators from local sporting events have caused a reshuffle in their plans for getting approval for spectators for the event in April. In a Sunday Gleaner interview in November, Fennell said that having a full-capacity crowd at the National Stadium for the Games has to be an objective for the committee. However, he now says that the current surge in cases has caused a rethink in their overall plans for the Games, not just their proposal for fan attendance. He told the Gleaner News they don't know how things are going to turn out, but obviously they have to make plans on the basis that they are being very positive and that they are trying to ensure that they host the Games. In cricket, Bangladesh beat New Zealand for the first time in Test cricket with a sensational 8-wicket win in the first Test. The Kiwis started day 5 on 147 for 5, but lost 5 wickets for just 22 runs, with opener Will Young making 69 and pace bowler Hussain taking 6 for 56. That left Bangladesh needing just 40 to win, which they patiently knocked off inside 17 overs. The second and final test in the series starts on Saturday in Christchurch. The victory is Bangladesh's first, other than against Zimbabwe, who they have beaten twice since 2018, when they beat West Indies in Dhaka and Chattogram. The Tigers had lost 12 and drawn 3 of their previous 15 tests against New Zealand, and it is just their 6th win in 61 overseas tests, with their previous wins against West Indies 2, Sri Lanka and Zimbabwe 2. And that's a look at sports this evening. I am Joseph McKee-Smith.
The latest sporting highlights there. When we return, we'll have a look at the public forecast information, then a recap of the headlines.
MTV Weather is brought to you in association with Grenlec, energizing our Grenada.
Need a quick, convenient way to pay your bills and avoid lines? Use the online banking feature from Republic Bank, First Caribbean, or Co-op Bank. Contact them today to set up your online banking and enjoy 24-hour convenience to make your bill payments. Stay safe. Grenlec, we are united even when we are apart.
Good Wednesday evening, viewers, and with the nighttime weather forecast and meteorologist Dwayne Williams. After some more morning showers, a significant improvement came into the afternoon here in the extreme southern Caribbean. The Central Islands did continue to see some showers, though that weak trough line brought some showers to St. Vincent, St. Lucia and Barbados. The Northern Islands also a bit of showers there that is improving. The remnants of that trough line continues, as I said, to bring showers over St. Vincent and Barbados. We could be seeing some of those showers here during the night time, but mostly in the northern part of the island. Conditions will improve through the night, bringing fewer showers and still some cool conditions into the morning. The forecast for Wednesday night, mostly clear and cool. Winds would be east-northeasterly between 10 and 20. A bit lighter than last night. Minimum temperature still around 22. About a 30 to 40% chance of some showers, as I said, mostly in the central and northern part of the island. The moon rose this morning at 9:13. It's going to set tonight at 9:07. Mostly fair conditions on Thursday. East-northeasterly winds between 12 and 24 miles per hour. Seas moderate, 4 to 6 foot waves. The sun is going to rise at 6:29 and set at 5:56. It's still going to be warm, 33. Will feel like 37. Mostly fair skies in Port of Spain with gusty winds there and in Bridgetown. It will be maybe some morning showers in Bridgetown. Fair skies in Kingston, partly cloudy in Miami and New York. Still cold in New York, a high of 3, a low of -1. Some light rain for London. Drier air is moving into the region, but we could still see some isolated showers on Friday in early morning. Fair conditions for the remainder of the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, right into Monday. Conditions would improve. Fair skies through the next coming week. That's it for Wednesday night, folks. Have yourself a great night. Remember, you can join me again on Thursday.
MTV Weather was brought to you in association with Grenlec, energizing our Grenada.
And now for a recap of the headlines. Partial collapse of River Road won't affect phases 3 and 4 of the St. John's River project, according to contractors. Teachers Union maintains that the full reopening of schools puts teachers and students at risk. And over on the sister isle of Carriacou, Bishop's College celebrating its 58th anniversary. And we had in sport this evening, the Ministry of Sport preparing to roll out plans and programs for athletics in 2022. Thank you so very much for viewing. I'm Tony Julian, along with the news and production departments. We all wish you a good night.
I'm a winner, you are winner, we are winners, winners, winners.
It's the big one. Grenada, imagine winning $25,000 and up to 6 times by scratching just one lotto ticket. Get your triple cash scratch tickets for a chance to live your best life. Win easy with Scratch. For just $3, match any of your numbers to any of the winning numbers and win the prize shown for that number. Reveal a money bag symbol and win the prize instantly. Triple cash scratch in stores now. Must be 18 or older to play.
Cause I'm a winner. From the moment that I get up, I'm feeling right.
Good evening, viewers and listeners. This is the National Lotteries Authority's Daily Pick 3 Evening Draw. It is Wednesday, January 5th, 2022. I'm your draw hostess, Leslie Ann Johnson. Supervising the draw, Miss Priscilla Barry. She is representing PKF Accountants and Business Advisors. And as usual, just to give you a quick reminder, there are 4 different bet types in this particular game from which you can choose. They're called in line, mix, pair, and backup. It pays to play Daily Pick 3, so let's see if you are a lucky winner. Good luck to you. All right, so here we go. Check your tickets. Our first number for tonight. 3, the second number. 2, the final number. 7. All right, just to recap for your benefit, our first number is 3, that's followed by 2. The final is 7. Once again, 3, 2, and 7. If you are a lucky winner, congratulations to you. The Playway Draw comes up next. We'll see you soon.
I'm a winner, you are winner, we are winners, winners, winners.
It's the big one. Grenada, imagine winning $25,000 and up to 6 times by scratching just one lotto ticket. Get your triple cash scratch tickets for a chance to live your best life. Win easy with Scratch. For just $3, match any of your numbers to any of the winning numbers and win the prize shown for that number. Reveal a money bag symbol and win the prize instantly. Triple cash scratch in stores now. Must be 18 or older to play.
Cause I'm a winner. From the moment that I get up, I'm feeling right.
Hello once again. This is the National Lotteries Authority's Playway Evening Draw. It is Wednesday, January 5th, 2022. I'm your draw hostess, Leslie Ann Johnson. With me once again, Ms. Priscilla Barry, representing PKF Accountants and Business Advisors. So in this particular game, you can bet from $1 up to $10. or you can bet in increments on any number or any dream symbol of your choice and be with a chance to win 24 times the amount you bet. $24 for every $1 that you spend. Value your dreams and win your way with Playway. So let's see if you are tonight's lucky winner. Good luck to you. Is 22. Once again, our Playway number for tonight is 2222. That represents garbage. So congratulations, of course, if you are tonight's lucky winner. Stay with us. The Daily Cash 4 is up next. We'll see you soon.
Win more with the NLA's Daily Cash 4. Every day with more plays and bigger prizes to be won. It's a 4-digit game with all the bet types you already know and much, much more. From 0000 to 9999. Choose your 4 numbers and place your bet from 11 different bet types. Choose from inline, 4 different mixes, first 3, last 3, and 4 different backup options too. Best of all, it starts at just $1, except for backups, which starts at $2. Win as much as $5,000 with a $1 inline bet and as much as $6,200 in a $2 backup bet. Imagine $50,000 for a winning $10 inline bet. There's definitely more to win with the Daily Cash 4. More plays, bigger prizes. Twice per day, Mondays to Saturdays. Must be 18 and over to participate. NLA, making your dreams come true while supporting sports, culture, and nation building.
Okay, so we're back with you. This is the National Lotteries Authority's Daily Cash 4 evening draw for today, Wednesday, January 5th, 2022. I'm your draw hostess, Leslie Ann Johnson, and back with me once again is Ms. Priscilla Barry. She is representing PKF Accountants and Business Advisors. In this particular game, you can choose any number from 0 to 9 in any of the 11 bet types offered. The tickets cost as little as $1, except backup, which costs $2. More plays, bigger prizes. So let's play Daily Cash 4. Good luck to you. Okay, here we go. So check your tickets. First number for tonight. 7, the second number. 8, the next number. 7, the final number. 0. Alright, so just to recap for your benefit, our first number is 7, the next number 8, that's followed by 7, the final is 0. Once again, 7, 8, 7, and 0. If you are tonight's lucky winner, congratulations to you. And stay with us, the Lotto draw comes up shortly. We'll see you soon.
Win more with the NLA's Daily Cash 4. Every day with more plays and bigger prizes to be won. It's a 4-digit game with all the bet types you already know and much, much more. From 0000 to 9999. Choose your 4 numbers and place your bet from 11 different bet types. Choose from inline, 4 different mixes, first 3, last 3, and 4 different backup options too. Best of all, it starts at just $1, except for backups, which starts at $2. Win as much as $5,000 with a $1 inline bet and as much as $6,200 in a $2 backup bet. Imagine $50,000 for a winning $10 inline bet. There's definitely more to win with the Daily Cash 4. More plays, bigger prizes. Twice per day, Mondays to Saturdays. Must be 18 and over to participate. NLA, making your dreams come true while supporting sports, culture, and nation building.
I'm a winner, you are winner, we are winners, winners, winners.
It's the big one. Grenada, imagine winning $25,000 and up to 6 times by scratching just 1 lotto ticket. Get your triple cash scratch tickets for a chance to live your best life. Win easy with Scratch. For just $3, match any of your numbers to any of the winning numbers and win the prize shown for that number. Reveal a money back symbol and win the prize instantly. Triple cash scratch in stores now. Must be 18 or older to play.
'Cause I'm a winner. From the moment that I get up, I'm feeling right.
Good evening, viewers and listeners. This is the National Lotteries Authority's Lotto Draw number 3308 for today, Wednesday, January 5th, 2022. I'm your draw hostess, Leslie Ann Johnson. Supervising the draw, Miss Priscilla Barry. She is representing PKF Accountants and Business Advisors. So we're playing for $56,000 tonight. But of course, before we select our 5 winning numbers, we will select the free ticket letter. So free ticket letter for tonight is C as in cash. Check to see if that matches the letter on your ticket. If it does, of course, you can claim your free ticket at your outlet of purchase. So we'll now select tonight's 5 winning numbers for $56,000. Good luck to you. Right, here we go. So check your tickets. Our first number for tonight. That number is 27, the second number. 3, tonight's third number. 34, fourth number. 7, and the fifth and final number. That number is 30. Okay, so let's just go over for your benefit, starting with the free ticket letter. That is C as in cash. And our 5 winning numbers for $56,000 are 27, 27, 303. 34, 34, 707, and 30, 30. So congratulations, of course, if you are a lucky winner tonight. Continue supporting the National Lotteries Authority. Have a great night.
Maximize your advertising dollar. Admire your growth. Only with MTV, Magic FM, and the Grenada Informer. Contact our marketing department on 440-8171 or 444-1413.
The best option is drinking little or no alcohol this holiday season. Here are some tips to limit your alcohol consumption. Mix your own drinks so you can monitor how much you are drinking. The recommendation is no more than 1 drink a day for women and 2 for men. Avoid drinking on an empty stomach. Alternate alcoholic drinks with non-alcoholic ones. Drink slowly and stick with drinks that have lower alcohol content. The best option is drinking little or no alcohol this holiday season. A message from the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council.
When a loved one passes on, we all need the comfort, support, and guidance of a trusted friend. You can rely on LaCroix Brothers Funeral Home. We provide a personalized professional service that exceeds all expectations. Our dedicated staff responds to your every need with the greatest detail, ensuring affordability with a variety of options. Our upgraded state-of-the-art facilities, spacious air-conditioned chapel with live internet streaming, a modern, environmentally safe crematorium, the only of its kind on island, private viewing spaces, large on-site repast center, a modern transportation fleet. Join our burial society today and make personalized arrangements for that final moment as you prepare to enter your loved one into eternal rest. Visit or call LaCroix Brothers Funeral Home and select a package that brings added comfort to the entire family. LaCroix Brothers Funeral Home and Burial Society, continuing a tradition of excellence.
Monica Felix McSween, also known as Girlie, of Coles Gap, St. David, passed away on Friday, 17th December 2021, at the age of 78. She was the mother of Dennis, Joseph, Kent, Trevor, Carol and Celia Felix. Grandmother of 12, including Nicole Phillip, Kendall, Karina, Kieron, Johansson, Renee, Shamar, Shakir, Giovanni, and Janella. Great-grandmother of 6, including Kayla. Sister of Henson Telesford, David Lord in England, Yvette Daniel in Trinidad, and Debbie Ann St. Paul. Aunt of many, including Terry Charles, Unita Smart Edwards, Elsia Joseph, Keith Charles, and Agnes Cruikshank Botes. Sister-in-law of Leah Chichester, Jill Lord in England, Raphael Daniel in Trinidad, and Ren St. Paul. Mother-in-law of Johann Felix. Caregiver Bernadette Mahone. Many cousins, other relatives and close friends including Clarence John, Hayden Smart and family, Donna Stewart, Erlyn Telesford, Bernadette Newton, Dennett Corian, the Felix family of Crowshoe, the Smart family of Harford's Village and Apretute, the Smart, Charles, John and Collins families of Coles Gap, the Honourable Oliver Joseph and the NNP branch, St. David, the priest and parishioners of the Immaculate Conception and St. Joseph, doctors and nurses at the General Hospital, and friends and neighbours of Lassages, Coles Gap and surrounding areas. The funeral service for the late Monica Felix McSween, also known as Girlie, of Coles Gap, St. David, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Catherine Flossie Smith Phillip, also known as Lady Floss, of Marigot St. John, died on Monday, December 20th, 2021, at the age of 93. She was the mother of 8, including Angela Adams, Catherine Quamina, Catherine Jean Hamlet, Catherine, Carlton, Martin, and Michael Phillip. Grandmother of 23, including Adra Adams, Kellen Quamina, Andrea Sylvester, Cyrano Sandy, Randy and Nasara Smith, Desara Braffett, Kenroy Jones, Janelle and Terriano Phillip, and many others. Great-grandmother of 48. Many other relatives and loved ones too numerous to mention. Neighbours and friends of Marigot and surrounding areas. The funeral service and interment of the late Catherine Flossie Smith Phillip, also known as Lady Floss of Marigot St. John, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Marjorie Boodoo, OBE of Green Street, St. George's, died on Thursday, 23rd December 2021, at the age of 90. She is survived by her sister Rita and the Hawke family in Canada. Other relatives and friends include the Ince family in Trinidad and the Boodoo family. Many other relatives and friends, including neighbours of Green Street and Baines Alley, and her caretakers. The funeral service for the late Marjorie Boodoo, OBE of Green Street, St. George's, will be held privately, followed by private interment. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Terina Veronica Grant, née Bruno, of Mardi Gras St. Paul's, who resided in Trinidad and in the USA, passed away on Monday, December 20th, 2021 in the USA, at the age of 87. She was the mother of Timmy, Joseph, Lenore, Justin, Deborah, Sherry, Vaden, and Lydia, all in the USA. Grandmother and great-grandmother of many. Sister of Lucy Donald, Muriel James, and Samuel Bruno, all in Grenada. In-law of many. Aunt of many in Grenada, St. Vincent, Bermuda, Trinidad, and the USA. Many other relatives and friends in Grenada, Trinidad, and the USA, including the Bruno, Clarkson, and Mark families. The funeral service and interment of the late Terina Veronica Grant, née Bruno, of Mardi Gras St. George, who resided in Trinidad and in the USA, will be held in the USA. Arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Lyndon Hagley of Laborie St. George died on Saturday, 11th December 2021, at the age of 48. He was the husband of Tina Jones, son of Vernis Maureen, father of Livion Jones and Melanie Phillip, brother of Joanne Hagley, Rachel Hagley Joseph, Shondell Cornwall in Canada, Wendell Cornwall, Andy Aird, Cheryl McSween, Devon Rubin, and Kellen Rubin. grandfather of Leon Drakes. Friends and relatives Joshua, Shantae, Nashona, Deidre, Ruel, Cameron, Jadon, Neymar, Darshini, Joy, Natalie, Andy, Dexter, Janice, Alma, Lauren, Hubert, Costlin, Dr. Verna and Gemma Bean, Byron, Nad, Roll Maureen, Angelino, Dr. Dolland Noel, Sam, Lisa, Miss Lyris, Victor, Stephen, Patrick, Garvin, Sandra, Sally Ann and Kelly, aunts and uncles in Grenada and abroad, the Moraine family of St. David, the Hagley family of St. David and St. George, the Cornwall family in Grenada and abroad, the Bain family in Grenada and abroad, the Stephen family and the Hunt family in the USA, Jehovah's Witnesses, customers and friends of St. Paul's, Laborie, Hopevale and Deha. The funeral service and interment of the late Lyndon Hagley of Laborie, St. George will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Dillian Meagle Chad Macmillan, also known as Fat Boy and Temptation, of Latante St. David, passed away on Tuesday 21st December 2021 at the age of 28. He was the son of Junior and Jesse Sparks, father of Ava, brother of Dellon Braffett, Dandian and Delisa Macmillan, and Jade Cadu, grandson of Rupert and Yvonne Sparks, uncle of Deshawn, Sky, Usain, Angel, Timothy and Judelle, brother-in-law of Jude Vincent, nephew of Joycey, Vassie, Cynthia, Glennie, Denise, Abigail, Allison, Beverly, Glenna, Dale Caliste, Lucy Jakes, Teresa, Betty, Angus, Matthew, Bertrand and Alistair. Many cousins, including Ignatius in the United Kingdom, Lizette in Canada, Deslin, Alyssa and Aria. Best friend Deanne Benjamin. Many close friends and family, including Kevin, Annette, Manisha, Bucky, Watiwe, Lil Natty and Thunder, Build the Vibes, Kanisha, Orchid, the boys at Latante Junction, the Thomas and Sparks families of Latante, Lauren Brazan and family, the Ireland family of Tivoli, the management and staff of Nawassa, the staff of Clare Harbour, members of the Jehovah's Witnesses faith, and friends and neighbours of Latante and surrounding areas. The funeral of the late Dillian Meagle Chad Macmillan, also known as Fat Boy and Temptation, of Latante St. David, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Adrian Cleophas Smart, also known as Butu, of Molyneux St. George, passed away on Tuesday 28th December 2021 at the age of 65. Left to mourn his father Cleophas Augustus Edwards, close and dear friend Claudine Nicholas, children Rowan and Wendell Nicholas and Sheena Muriel Joseph, grandchildren Rayon, Ruel, Aria, Adele, Ariel, Aidan and Diwan, brothers Godwin Smart and Christopher Edwards, aunts and uncles Gloria, Anjo, Humphrey, Teresa and Harrington, daughters-in-law Riccadonna and Anika, son-in-law Dellon, niece and nephews Nikki, Shane and Kishon, close friends Rolda, Mello, Zach, Raj and Patrick, many other relatives and friends including the Nicholas family of Molyneux, the Ferguson family, the Harris, Henry and Modeste families, the Murrell family of New Hampshire, the Edwards family of Coast Guard, the Burrows family, the Seamen and Waterfront Workers Union, and friends and neighbours of Molyneux, Happy Hill, Grand Mall and surrounding areas. The funeral service and interment of the late Adrian Cleophas Smart, also known as Butu, of Molyneux St. George, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Bernadette Rona Superville of New Hampshire St. George, who resided in Canada, passed away on Monday 22nd November 2021 at the age of 70. She was the wife of Harold Paul, mother of Avian, Margaret, Ronald and Dornette Superville, grandmother of Greg, Clint, Brittany, Carl, Gabriel, Malcolm, Jada, Trey, Tyrell, Aria, Sierra, Tristan, Ricardo, Nia, and Christopher. Great-grandmother of 7. Sister of Alfonso Santa Charles, Leroy Bull Lecret, Christopher, also known as Jeffrey, Roosevelt, also known as Woozy, Byron, also known as Nancy, Clement, also known as Tredo, Valerie, Ian and Richard Lecret, Brian Ford, Morris Bull Williams, and Maria Bell. Aunt of many, including Garfield, Maria, Lisa, Shermian, Cassandra, Deandra, Sonita, and Ronnie. Sister-in-law of Selma Charles, Lydia Superville, and Evelyn Brightus Thomas. Cousin of many, including Lorna Charles, Tiny Samuel, Catherine Superville, Sonia Hector, Bryna, and Vera Aline. Other relatives and close friends, including the Superville family of New Hampshire, Brazan, and in Trinidad, the Lecret family of River Road, the Charles, Cooper, Telesford, Frank, Roberts, and Bartholomew families of New Hampshire, the Haynes family of Cotton Bailey, the Batiste family of Willis, Anthony Isaac, Babsy, Peter, Ingrid, Veron Lewis Marshall, the Samuel family of Belmont, Carol Hyacinth, Evelyn Purcell and family, neighbours and friends of New Hampshire and surrounding areas in Trinidad, Canada, and the USA. The funeral of the late Bernadette Rona Superville of New Hampshire, who resided in Canada, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Kevin Georgie Matheson, also known as Kunta, of Hillsborough, Carriacou, passed away on Monday, 3rd January 2022, at the age of 69. The funeral arrangements for the late Kevin George Matheson, also known as Kunta, of Hillsborough, Carriacou, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Laventon David Edwards, also known as Flevy and Elbow Grease, of New Hampshire St. George, died on November 29, 2021 in Brooklyn, New York, USA, at the age of 74. The funeral arrangements for the late Laventon David Edwards, also known as Flevy and Elbow Grease, of New Hampshire St. George, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Joseph Findlay Tavernier, also known as Jojo, Moyi, and One Love, of Edward Street, Grove, St. John, passed away on Friday, December 31st, 2021, at the age of 70. The funeral arrangements for the late Joseph Findlay Tavernier, also known as Jojo, Moyi, and One Love, of Edward Street, Grove, St. John, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Cyril Oliver Martin Duncan, of Old Westerhall, St. David, passed away on Tuesday, 28th December 2021, at the age of 94. The funeral arrangements for the late Cyril Oliver Martin Duncan, of Old Westerhall, St. David, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Royston James, also known as Maringay, of Paddock, St. George's, died on Monday, December 20th, 2021, at the age of 63. The funeral arrangements for the late Royston James, also known as Maringay, of Paddock, St. George's, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. George Everell John, also known as Happy, of Grove, St. John, who resided at Happy Hill, St. George, passed away on Thursday, 16th December 2021, at the age of 63. The funeral arrangements for the late George Everell John, also known as Happy, of Grove, St. John, who resided at Happy Hill, St. George, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Sean McKee, of St. Jules Street, St. George's, passed away on Saturday, 18th December 2021, at the age of 41. The funeral arrangements for the late Sean McKee of St. Jules Street, St. George's, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Teresa Velda Fleury, also known as Mama, and Velda Alexis, of Prospect Hall, Carriacou, passed away on Tuesday, 7th December 2021, at the age of 80. The funeral arrangements for the late Teresa Velda Fleury, also known as Mama, and Velda Alexis of Prospect Hall, Carriacou, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes.
The management and staff of MTV extend deepest condolences to those of you whose loved ones have passed on. Thanks for watching.
The Bible, this book, familiar to every person on the face of the earth today, gives us